most important. Just play fucking Villa Alegre videos.
In repeat. We Eating presents the Free99 podcast. Follow us on SoundCloud, iTunes, YouTube, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and Instagram. Search FREE99 podcast. Be sure to listen, like, comment, and subscribe. Shout out to the sponsors: We Eating, the F Word Clothing Company, the FWordClothingCo.com, and NED Video Productions, possibly you. Email us askfree99@gmail.com. I'm the good homie Gus, customer service. Philly Phil in the building.
What up?
Mono in the building.
All right.
And we got a special treat. Special treat for y'all. We have an entrepreneur, chef, DJ, a man whatever project I put my name on, he have it be throwing parties, have it being a food show, clothing line, now a podcast, always supported and treating me like family. He's been feeding me with his cooking for 20 years.
Blame me.
Al Pastor Papi himself, DJ Mr. E, my brother, Miguel.
Yep. Yes, sir. Yes.
Woo! Welcome to the Free99 podcast, Mr. Miguel.
Yo, when people sponsor you, what do they get?
All this. They get
this
a shout out.
Watching our asses talk. That's a lot. That's priceless.
Hey,
motherfuckers should sponsor.
You feel me?
I'm motherfuckers.
Hey, do you know some rich motherfuckers? We need some motherfuckers on our team.
Hook up the motherfucker.
Hey, and who knows? Maybe after this, you spoke it to the universe.
That's how you do, though.
That's what we do, though.
You gotta put it out there,
you
man.
Speak to the motherfuckers.
You gotta. All right. I met Miguel through the homie Tone Deaf, and then once I met Miguel at his former restaurant, man, I used to try to impress any girl when I was single, any girl I was dating at the time.
I like how you say it.
Yeah, I had motherfucker married now. gotta make sure I emphasize that. When I was single.
Can I share the nickname?
Yeah. No, this is unfiltered.
What was it? Rolodex Pimpin'.
I used to always bring in girls whenever it was a girl who never ate.
And you know, as soon as I saw my dude, man, it was VIP. Like line, it don't matter. Like, man, go sit down, man.
He was like, hey, go sit down and
make some sexy off the menu shit and just make it, co-signing.
Some roofies.
Always.
No.
Roofies. Oh.
Let's get this party started.
He'd walk over to the music and be like, hey, what you want to play, Gus? It's on you. And I was
got you, man.
The one, the Mr. E mixtape.
Yeah. Put on the slow jam one.
You know what I mean?
It was dope, man. You know what was dope, too, is like you guys picked me up because I live by the crib here. Hey. And we had like a show before we even got here.
You feel me? It was already live.
I just already see my homie and was just like, bah, 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 bah.
And that's what, since I met you, you've always had that open heart and open arms, and I appreciate that about you.
With an open heart.
Yes.
I'm gonna sing it.
Do it.
No.
Couple
you don't want
those.
We're gonna lose some sponsors.
Or gain some. As a food guy, do you have any guilty pleasures as far as food that you get that necessarily people wouldn't think you rock with?
You know what's funny, and I think this is the same with a lot of people in the industry as far as food. Like,
yes,
you'll see some like gourmet chefs, Michelin, all that hit up, like their closest taco truck or like egg McMuffin. You know what I mean?
I fucking
because
love
and like it's funny because now I'm probably busier than I've ever been. I'm just like really focused on this new project and like really putting in like hella time and effort and thought. And since it was just like a thought, I've been like really like taking everything I've learned this whole time from the last restaurant and the last job before that, ever since I started busboying, everything I learned, I'm trying to apply to this, and the end game here is going to be like having another restaurant, but yeah, so it's like, just, we're so busy and everyone in the industry is so busy that I don't want to come home and cook, Once in a while, I'll cook like a quick salmon. Like tonight, I left a salmon in the oven for the kids and Lily. But I'm not trying to cook when I literally just want to like mummify. Like I just want to wrap myself up with hella blankets and like put a stack of cookies next to me and just, the remote. Like thank God for that new like voice command because I ain't doing nothing. I mean, Netflix. It's like I don't want to do anything. I don't want to think. On my downtime, just high five the kids and chill.
Sit on the couch.
And then watch the NBA League Pass. But it's like some junk food, like literally like one of my cashiers is vegan and we'll go get this Impossible Burger on the way from dropping off the truck from Burger King.
Burger King got the Impossible Burger?
Oh
I think
yeah.
all of them do, right? I saw
It's like the Whopper Impossible Burger.
I've never had it.
I had a bite. It tastes like a Whopper, man.
Really?
But I heard two things. I heard that they be cooking that on the grill anyways, and I heard that Impossible Burger stuff is not necessarily healthier for you than meat, or the planet. So much process and stuff that it's kind of not even getting a big difference.
Is that right?
It's a whole marketing thing.
It really is. I mean, what isn't?
True that.
People just trying to make money. They don't care what your health. They just those big corporations. They just want to make that money. So if something's trendy, boom, they're on it.
Yeah, they are.
Like the chicken sandwich.
Hey, you tell me about your experience with the Popeyes chicken sandwich.
It's crazy because like I kind of found it weird and annoying. Like, come on, man, it's just a sandwich. And it ran out, and there's fights on YouTube and all this crazy stuff. I'm like, really? Like, is that right? Like over a chicken sandwich, and like Popeyes is by the crib here.
Yep.
So, we'll mess with it once in a while. The kids like the popcorn shrimp, and it's good. I like it better than KFC.
Feel me?
I do. It's
better than Jollibee, though?
Facts. Nothing's better than Jollibee.
Okay.
It's just chicken joy for life. I swear to God, the first person to ever take me to Jollibee's after a smoking session was DJ Shortcut.
Hey, shout out to Shortcut.
And the first thing I ate from Jollibee's was the hot dog spaghetti.
Ooh.
And that literally changed my life. I want to get a hot dog spaghetti tattoo.
Hot dog
I really do. Because that was
Should
like...
put that in a burrito.
I mean, I'm saying. Well, anything in a burrito.
You feel me?
But anyways, so... Yes.
You had the Popeye sandwich.
So I'm trying to fight, I was trying to fight doing that, and I'm down for for the local economy and the local restaurants, and I'm trying to promote, I've had Chicken Box, Christian's joint, Chicken Box.
SFC, yeah.
I mean, anything he touches is gold, especially with fried chicken. He's like the king of fried chicken. Whatever your favorite fried chicken is in the Bay, he had something to do with it 20 years ago. Really? That's that dude.
That Baltimore boy, man.
Yeah, so I promote his joint, and I'm trying to post, SF Eater did, 15 favorite local chicken sandwiches. So I was like, man, let me keep it local. I'm not even going to mess with it. But I don't know what happened. One day,
Pure convenience.
I was like, you know what? I'd be a fool not to try it. Why not? Let me see what the hype's all about.
The hype worked.
So then I went yesterday, and the guy in front of me had the last one.
Oh,
son.
Come on.
The universe said not today.
All of a sudden, I'm like, next in line, no sandwich.
Yeah. Just derailed.
I don't want nothing there.
Yeah. A glass of water. Yeah. So then I was like, damn. So then I remembered there's another one over by Colma. So today I picked up the kids. I'm like, guess what? We're gonna go get the sandwich. And the lady was like, yeah, we'll probably run out in an hour. But I'm like, cool. I don't care. I'm here now. Let's go.
Yeah.
So we got it. I got the spicy one, and I really gotta say it. My son agrees. Marley, he was like, Dad, this is delicious. He straight said that. I'm like, yes, it is, son. I concur. It was really good. I mean, it's simply delicious. The great
bread's
bread.
on point. Yep.
The great bread, great texture. It's got that, the way In-N-Out treats their. I'm not saying it's similar. I'm just saying it's given that attention.
Yes.
Because that's the strength of In-N-Out is their bread, the way it's crisp.
Yes.
So they gave it that attention. Hey. And they gave the chicken is on point, and it's a big piece. The sauce is nice, and the pickles.
What kind of sauce is it?
It's like a
aioli?
kind of like a aioli type, mayo-y.
Mayo-y.
Yeah, I'm not even sure, but it was
It kind of sounds like we're
everything.
working on a Popeyes sponsorship.
I
right
mean,
now.
Lord of mercy.
That chicken for Popeye.
But we digress.
Yeah.
So yeah, today was that day, and I had it. It was really good.
Spicy, right?
I got the spicy, but it wasn't that spicy. It was just fine.
Yeah.
Actually, the shrimp, the popcorn shrimp, are probably more spicy than
Really?
the sandwich. Yeah. But anyways, it was dope. It was good.
I rocked with it. That
You
chicken
too?
sandwich. Yeah, I had it recently on I-5, so I had to get two though because I wasn't sure when I was gonna get this, so I had the spicy and the regular.
Okay.
Spicy first, and it was like on point.
What about the regular?
Regular was good
alright?
too.
Yeah.
But you know what I noticed though, because I think it's thigh meat they use, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I think it's thigh meat or breast meat, whatever. But they don't give you a full thing of chicken. That thing is battered, but then there's just pieces of just the skin batter. Oh, that's just fucking hella good.
I like the skin.
Fucking hell, yeah, that skin. My son's all about Popeye's skin. Yes.
Doesn't Lumpia, the Lumpia company, they do fried chicken skins.
They
Yeah.
do they?
Yeah, they do. Like they offer fried chicken skins, like as a side.
Really?
And that's dope because
As a side to
the lumpia, because at their pop-up they have, or in Oakland they have, not
Shout out
just
to Lumpia
lumpia.
Company.
Big shout out to them, man. My man Alex. They do like soups and some entrees and bowls now to satisfy that lunch crowd, and they get busy, and so he's done a couple of things. He's doing some things.
Go ahead.
Man.
That's what's up. Big shout out to Alex, because like that dude started. I was going to his pop-ups, and we actually did a collabo.
That's that Filipino dude, right? With the glasses.
And he used to be hype. You hype? Back in the day, he used to promote parties with his homies.
You hype.
Yeah, Racer
I remember seeing that.
Ruckus.
Yeah, I remember seeing
and
Okay.
and Joe Rufino. They used to do parties at the Ibiza and Mission Rock.
wow.
They used to do parties. And then he went into I want to say he went into doing like more acting and comedy promotions. And then he did some stuff with Pacquiao. So he was just connected.
Dope.
But, it's like, that's a rough thing to like lay your hat on, because that seems ever changing as promotions and people's taste, what have you. And then one day he's like, man, I'm gonna do this lumpia thing. And I went to some of his pop-ups, and it was cool. And his lumpia concept at first was like, because he's doing lumpia, like cheeseburger lumpia, and like like real funky stuff in a lumpia. And at first I think the local hits were like, yo man, like don't fuck with lumpia, dog. What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Keep it
Yeah, but I
classic kind of
think
thing.
like it's really good.
Yeah.
Like he really got some good flavor combinations in there. And out of nowhere, he gets a piece of the company bought by E40.
That's fucking
And that's the shit. That's so dope.
40 could put his money anywhere
And he's
it
put,
on a
we
homegrown product.
know, like our first lesson was 50 Cent doing Smart Water, that rap wasn't just gonna pay rappers.
Yeah.
And everyone started investing in everything,
Yeah.
And E40's got his, liquor and this and that. Didn't he do like a bunch of what fast food was he doing?
Fat burger.
Fried burgers.
Yep.
Then he has
Woo.
a mailbox.
Mailbox, etc.
Yeah.
He had 40 water, like a smart water. He tried to come out with 40 water.
That didn't pop.
Yeah, no, it did not. This is like hyphy juice era.
Oh, yeah.
Like mid to late 2000s.
But I mean, he's doing it. I guess.
No, he found his real lane, which is liquor. That's where the real money
That's
is.
kind of crazy though. I don't know. I don't want to say anything negative, but like I know he's trying to be a positive role model, and he is as far as an entrepreneur. But I've always had kind of a problem as we drink tequila on air.
Shout out to Don Julio.
Future sponsors.
Blanco.
No, but it's like you have to stay aware that you're pushing liquor and that your fans are, some of them are young. So you're trying to make liquor cool. And just don't lose sight of that. That liquor is not cool. It's not like, it's just socially so intertwined with what we do we kind of lose sight of that. So I hope he doesn't lose sight of that, you know?
Yeah, no, I feel that. But same
but-
thing with weed, though. A lot of major figures are moving in the weed space.
Well, and that's 100% how you approach marijuana.
True,
One day I walked
true.
in to my homie's house and they had their bong out.
just
right?
chilling like a
It was
like
just
like
out
a vase.
because that's how people get down.
Yeah.
And then my friend kind of freaked out, like, oh. And my kids walked in and they're like, oh, that's cool. What's that, Dad? I'm like, that is a device where that's how some people take their medicine.
Yeah.
So that's just another way of taking their medicine.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Thought nothing of it.
Keep it
And my friend
pushing.
was like, oh, okay. That's what it is.
True.
It's not like this demonized illegal thing. It really never was. It was just made out to look like that, right?
Yes. Yeah. Facts.
But it's medicinal. It's a plant, you know. So I think marijuana and alcohol, there's some difference,
I agree.
you know.
I agree.
Now, if you're doing anything just to, you know, get crazy and numb the pain, then, you know, there's issues there.
Responsible.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're, you know, having a drink with the homies, or you know, easing your stress or your anxiety or actual pains, which CBD and marijuana cure, then that's what that is, you know. And if you want to
Facts.
while out and go do donuts on the driveway, then that's on you, you know.
Yeah.
I think it's the way E40 promotes his liquors, though. 'cause
You know,
it's not like he shows people partying with it.
I agree, and I think it's being done as responsibly, and he does put out that thing. But you know, so it is what it is, right? He's not my kid's parents. I am, so I got to
Facts.
tell him,
That's what
yo,
that's
so
real.
this is what's going on, and this
That's
is about marijuana, and this is how I drink, and you know, your
As a
grandfather,
father.
you know,
Yeah.
so that's what we do. So that's that.
That's
But
please.
back to Alex. Congratulations to that guy.
Shout out to the Lumpia.
Lumpia Company. Bap, bap, bap.
So
Yeah, company.
when I was introduced to you, you were still an active DJ.
Yes.
And I hate to put you on the spot. Who
Oh,
are
put me on the spot. I got
That's
nothing
why
to
he's
hide.
here, man.
top 5 DJs
What?
of all time?
Oh, of all time?
Of all time. Top 5 of all time. I'm gonna give you no order. I don't care about order.
No order, no particular genre, but
DJ.
100% shortcut.
Woo! Shout out to John.
Top 5 DJs of all time. Shortcut. J-Rock.
Hey.
Now if there's 3 you're putting.
Yeah. Everyone else.
Now
I'ma
here's
email you all the
how I'm
rest.
gonna approach this.
Okay.
We can say like the Jazzy Jevs,
Hey.
or we can say, you know, the DJ Craze. We can name any beat
Cameron
junkie, Cameron Paul, Michael Erickson.
Hey. R.I.P.
You know, so many. You know, Mind Motion.
Hey.
So many DJs that have influenced me, but you know, DJs that have like shifted my reality.
Okay. Facts.
So we said J-Rock, we said Shortcut.
Yes, sir.
People are gonna trip out, but I'm gonna say Ja Weiser.
Hey. Jaw Warrior Shelter.
The reason I love Shortcut is because, and I think arguably he's the best DJ ever.
Woo.
And here's why I say that. And I've had this argument or conversation with everybody.
Your opinion's your opinion, though.
This is my opinion.
Hey.
You like what you like.
So
Feel me?
Shortcut can go into a b-boy, the sickest, dopest b-boy circle, and play the truest, most thought out, incredible break set ever.
True to
Juggle
that circle.
it.
Yes.
And blow minds like crazy. Shortcut can go into a backpack hip hop party and destroy it.
All the Black Star.
All that.
All the JD.
Shortcut can go into the most Rasta
Hey.
dance hall sound clash environment and annihilate it as he has done.
Facts.
Champion sound.
Facts.
Shortcut can go into a house music party and lay down a delicious house set.
Facts.
Like well thought out, musically, skillfully done. Shortcut can go into a DJ battle and scratch the shit out of anybody on this earth ever that scratched. What other DJ can do that? Name one. And I'm not even done. Like, he can go into the hyphy party.
Yes.
And give you like a sick rendition. Not just your average cat playing the list. He'll flip it with originals. And I always say Short will, like, his intro to a song destroyed my whole set. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's so precise.
And with that,
he's so funky. And like all these things that I'm telling you, I've seen him do in Jamaica. I've seen him do
in Jamaica.
I've seen Shortcut in Jamaica. I've seen Shortcut in Europe. I've seen Shortcut in Mexico City, and with my own eyes, in front of me.
Read and kill the crowd.
And he just like, who does? Name another cat that does that. Name one. You know, I mean, you might say Craze on some levels, J-Rock on others, maybe Jazzy Jeff on others, but they all love him.
Yeah.
They all want to rock with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's Spinna and Rich Medina, to me, are like the most delicious music selectors, period. Like J-Rock's on my list. So the reason I'm saying all this about Shortcut is because I feel the same way about Ja Weiser.
Hey,
I feel like Ja Weiser can go into a b-boy circle and destroy that.
Facts.
He can go into a classic hip-hop, destroy it. He can go in, reggae.
Sound clash.
I mean, that cat was the first DJ I saw with my eyes really juggle a sick 45. I mean, he changed my life that night at the Old Milk. Where you had to go up on the stage, was like, hey, way high. I forget what it's called. I heard him people were playing their records. He came with a toolbox. What the hell, you gonna fix something, dog? Boom, and played Jamaican 45s in the mix, rhythm, and it literally changed my life. That set. So we have J-Rock, Shortcut, Ja Weiser.
Respect.
Another cat that did that to me, and a lot of people don't know him, is DJ Cool Kyle. And he's on my list. I'm going to tell you why. Cool Kyle is a cat that he's out of Oakland. He's the most Oakland cat I know.
Respect to Cool Kyle.
Cool Kyle he's been running a Saturday night cumbia party in the Mission.
What's cumbia for people who don't
Cumbia
know?
is like a Caribbean Latin sound that kind of originated in Colombia, and now like Mexico took some of made it their own, and a lot of, so cumbia is like one of my favorite genres, and one of the genres I grew up listening to from my dad.
Dope.
And it's really like, it's got that reggae swing, but it's got the deep bass, and it's just so sick. We'll play some later.
Please.
Run it. So Cool Kyle is like he's a digger. He's got like the sickest record collection with like Latin music that I couldn't even, like, he pulls out like New Shoes, I Can't Wait, Cumbia on 45. Like, what? Just shit.
They made that?
Yeah, exactly.
Where'd you get that? European press.
Like I'm dancing, and all of a sudden he like, dum dum dun dun. Like what the? What's happening? Wait. But cumbia, and like, so anyways, that guy's sets has changed my life. So for me personally, we got J-Rock, we got Shortcut, Ja Weiser, and Cool Kyle. So we got one more. I don't know, man. I gotta really think about it. Like,
that fifth seat's hard to fill.
Yeah, but there's so many people that, like, the Jazzy Jeffs, the DJ Craze, Rich Medina, Apollo. I think Apollo might have to be my fifth, because I think DJ Apollo is a DJ's DJ. Like, he's so clever about his approach when he's mixing, and it's
DJ's DJ.
like if there's ever to be like a booklet on how to really DJ, I think Apollo would be writing that. Like Apollo's, like when it comes to music and the dance floor, nobody does it like Apollo.
As a club goer, if I would see Shortcut, if I see Apollo's name, I knew it was gonna be a good musical night.
Oh man, right?
As a club goer, like during that era, like the border
goer.
the border cantina days.
Yeah.
You feel me? Club goer. Club goer.
I was like, clubber.
You feel me? I'll say it.
I also have to super shout out another DJ that really inspired me in the Bay, and that's Sake One.
Hey, shout out to Sake.
And I gotta say this because like you're supposed to go to a party,
okay,
and hear good music played well. It's very simple. But when a DJ's really doing their job is when you hear something that you've never heard before and that moves you, like, oh shit, what is this?
Like breaks music?
Like any music.
Yeah.
Even like new music.
Okay.
Or even like, any genre. Like Cool Kyle. But something, something for the club. I don't know. Or you pull something out. I think Sake One's the best at pulling something out that you haven't heard in a long time. Like really, really owning the crowd. And like, I'm really like, the tackiest thing I've ever heard is when DJs get all diva and like, no request, I'm working. Like, dog, you're barely surviving. Like, play the hits, play what my girl wants, But some DJs, a lot of DJs, like skilled motherfuckers, they will really take you on a ride. Like you're hanging on to the next mix. Not only like the song, but how it's blended. That's Sake One.
Shout out to Sake One.
Yeah, so he's the first cat that I really heard play. Like you're dancing to some cool new shit, and all of a sudden like some Prince came on or some Sade came on. And you're like, how am I still like vibing? But it's Smooth Operator. How we get here? And then we're back. One time I heard him at Lavende drop some Beatles.
Damn.
Ooh.
Out of nowhere, and I was just like, okay, that was like,
just felt the moment.
And the moment was right, and that's so hard to do, man. I've been DJing forever, and some nights I'm on, some nights I'm not, But shout out to all the DJs right now that have been doing this for a living, pay their bills, really are out there.
Respect.
It's such a hard thing to do, and I super respect them. Whether you're mobile, club, whatever. That's a hard decision, and one that I never made fully, just because I love this food game so much.
Facts.
But they go hand in hand, to me. I can do both.
As a DJ, then, so you've been DJing 30 plus?
Yeah,
Can I say 30
over
plus?
30 years. Yeah.
From going to vinyl to, the transition of how when vinyl, CDJ, then it went to Serato.
All digital.
All digital. When you didn't have no more digging involved, unless you.
Well, that was
for some people.
Ask any of the cats. We were at Milk. We were doing regularly at Milk with the joint with Randall. Shout out to Randall.
Shout out to Mr. Ruffino.
We were doing Milk at the time, and that's when the first cat I ever heard. There used to be a club on Otis Street down by Bush.
Otis.
Voda.
Oh, Voda. Is that the name of it?
Was it Otis Street?
I thought it was called Otis.
Yeah, in the
alley, right?
But the club was Voda.
Okay.
The street was Otis, I think. Anyways, I used to do that night with Wisdom, Winnie B. So anyways, the first cat I ever heard bring out, like, it was called Real DJ or DJ Scratch.
Okay.
Like the first time was Neil Armstrong.
Shout out to Neil Armstrong.
So Vin Rock hooked it up, and I'm like, yo, man, like we don't have like a budget here. It's just like Tuesday night.
Yeah. We're
he's
hanging
in
out.
Town, and if he wants to rock, that's super. What's up? I mean, we'll give him whatever we make, and it's nothing, But it wasn't like that, But he was like, it's good. I just want to like rock this DJ thing. So
if people don't know, Neil Armstrong was Jay-Z's tour DJ during the
for a big minute.
Yeah, for a big minute. Phil Platoon from New York.
Phil Platoon, he's one of the, I want to say, founding OG names
from New York.
Big guy, big time. Jersey, I think.
Jersey. That's right.
So Neil came and like, this is the first time, and it was Like we're rocking, and everyone's drinking and shit. He's and then he started hooking stuff up to the mixer. I'm like, what?
Straight cut
you
the music
doing?
off.
He cut the music off.
Well, because there wasn't like, it wasn't hooked up that way. Like, it wasn't hooked up to even be like play a record. While he had to like set up this box that goes from the turntables to the box to the mixer. And I was like, what are you doing?
You're killing the night.
But
forever could be like 5 minutes though, right?
No, 3.
As a DJ.
Yeah, but I was like,
That's dead air.
Dead air.
I mean, everyone's just like, what are we even doing out? So anyways, he turned it on, he got it going, and it crashed like 4 times. I was like, I will never, man. I'll retire before I go on this crap. What is this? And then the equipment got better, the programs got better. Short started using it. Apollo started using
CDJ
it.
or Serato?
Serato. A lot of cats didn't use CDJ yet. We had another night. It was a Tuesday with me, DJ Netta, and Vinrock. Oh shit! And it was called Soul Spectrum, and that was over by somewhere in the Tenderloin. I want to say, I don't know. It was called An Sibin. It was some bar. It's actually
Sibin is over by what street is that? Where all the Chinese are
Polk
at.
Street.
Yes.
It was off Polk Street and something.
I'm just saying where it's at. That's not saying.
You're saying a lot, bro.
Where all the Chinese are at.
And they're like, oh, that's everyone
Y'all
chimed
knew?
in like,
Y'all knew?
yes.
You're the one that said Polk Street.
I just said where the club's at.
Yeah, okay. On Zippin
Anyways,
is a bar, and then it has a side room where there's like the dance floor.
Yes,
Yeah.
you remember. So it's a
Yeah.
dope bar, and
Yeah.
then it had like this little side room. It was just a dance floor.
Yeah.
And Apollo debuted CDJs there, and like I mean, it was fine, but I just, the feel was not cool for me. CDJs I never wanted to fuck with. But so Neil did the thing, and then everyone started jumping on it, and then I don't know why DJ Redmatic was always the guy to get me to do shit. He's the first guy that when he did it, I thought it was cool to be on Friendster. Like, at first, I'm like, man, forget Friendster. What is this lame ass? And then
You get a lot of pussy from Friendster.
and then Rhett's like, it's kind of dope. Rolodex pimpin', dog. So, well, it was like the first, like that shit changed the game.
Yeah,
that's
dude.
Another show. I don't know who's listening, so I'll plead the fifth.
Yeah.
But anyways,
that.
so Redmatic got me on Friendster, and then he gave me shit about not being on Serato because I was talking shit about Serato, and he's like, well, it's okay. Like some people can't afford all that hardware.
Oh,
Damn.
flex the money flex on you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I was
Oh,
like,
by
no,
two.
dog, it's not even about that. Like, I'll get that shit tomorrow. I'm just saying, like, it kind of kills the DJ shit, right? Like, we're trying to do something.
There was
here,
a
and-
big back and
Oh,
forth with
man.
people. I remember that shit.
But the deciding factor was Short, and Apollo said, look, dog. Because the thing is, if I have 10,000 plus records
still
in storage in Pacifica, half all my 45s, and I have a crate that if you said, let's do a 90s hip hop night right now,
It's ready to go.
it's ready to go. And I have all my 45s at the crib. All my other collections at storage. So you would have to like get some program or a turntable or something, rip all your records.
Mm-hmm.
So like thousands of songs, dude. I'm like, I'm not trying to do that. So Apollo and Short like, look, dog, if you get Serato soon, we'll just give you some music catalog. So I'm like, it's like Apollo and Short got saying like, hey, you can use our records, So
Yeah.
literally the next day I went and bought Serato. The next day.
How much was it at the time? Like a
I
like a
don't
rack?
know. Something like that. That wasn't even that much.
I
I think it was
think
like four,
couple
five.
$100.
Yeah, it wasn't even because you just bought the box and you got the program, the records. You still had, So I got Serato and I actually really enjoy it. And my back really enjoyed it too.
Feel me?
I'm saying so. I still, like I don't know. This is a whole other conversation, but it did change the game, and I don't think for the better. And the people that are good are still good, and the people that aren't good can really fake the funk. And DJing's changed a lot.
There's a lot of buttons.
Well, it's a lot of buttons and a lot of presets.
Oh.
Like you hear a lot of people play pre-mix show stuff and press a lot of buttons and sync the mix. And what are they really doing?
They're just watching the sound.
They're
move.
just looking really cute.
Right.
And collecting
No more
some
sticker
money.
on the vinyl.
Well, you know, like there's a lot of DJs that are super image driven and are not good.
Yes.
And that's facts. But the fact also is that the crowd isn't demanding from the DJs. Like back in the day, you messed up a mix up. If you were in the middle of a blend and you messed it up, the crowd would stop.
Hear it. You would hear it.
Boo!
Yes.
What are you doing, son?
You know? Hear it.
Now the crowd's like too caught up on the phone and
Facts.
waiting for their bottle
Facts.
to care about the mix. So both of those things combined allow each other to happen.
A lot of distractions.
Because at the end of the day, everyone's out for a good time. Forget about the troubles of 9 to 5. Just say hello. But, you know.
Come on. Come on. Showing your age.
I'm just saying. All these kids are like, what did it say?
What just happened here? I'm going to have to Google that later.
But, so, now, like, real talk, some cat can show up on his phone and DJ, and nobody cares. Yeah. And there's a lot of pretty DJs out there.
Hey,
shout out to DJs that put in the time, respect the music, and are still not trying to be bigger than the music. You'll never be bigger than the music. DJing's about the music. And if you forget that, then what are you doing? You're just flexing on Instagram. It's always got to be about the music. That's
There's a lot of
my
jabs.
input.
No, and I appreciate the input.
That's my input.
Who's your favorite young up and coming DJ right now?
That's a good
DJ
question.
Bite Size has really shown.
Is that a real person?
For real.
Okay, sorry. I don't know. I'm sorry.
No,
I thought you were clowning.
She's pretty new.
DJ Bite Size.
And I've DJed with her a couple of times. She's dope.
Shout out to DJ Bite Size.
I don't know. I haven't heard too many new DJs that I've liked because a lot of them are not putting in their work.
Although he's a little younger than most of us, would you say DJ Espinosa is a new DJ?
No, Jay Espinosa.
He's
OG. I think
he's
been on the radio for a minute.
Yeah.
Since he was like 16.
Yeah, dog.
Yeah.
He's more OG. He's more there.
He's just a baby
here.
face. Yeah.
He's just a baby face, and I think he was a shy guy, but everyone knew he was sick. And back in the day, there was this separation between radio DJs and non-radio.
Ooh,
DJs.
I like that. I like where this conversation is
this
going.
is true.
This is real fact.
It used to be like Rick Lee, the radio cats playing all the hit radio crap, and
all
then
the jiggy
we were
shit.
more like the jiggy shit.
Come on now.
And we were more like the underground, Most Defs,
Storyville crowd.
Jay Dilla, Storyville. You know what I'm talking
on, man.
But these are facts.
Yeah.
And like the breaks DJs and all the like DJs. But and it was really like a line drawn. But now it's all open season. Like. And in a good way, like radio DJs are doing the '90s party, '90s everyone's doing everything, and because you can now, because now you got all the music, so now you can go to DJ City and download all the music if you want, and go.
Is that
right
a real
to the
website,
club.
DJ City?
That's a record pool. And get all the new hits, and then go and just rock them out real quick. So, anyways, everyone can do everything, and that's dope. Again, if you're a good DJ, you're a good DJ. If you're not about the music, then what are we doing?
So you say DJ Bite Size right now is one of
Bite Size, and I can't really think of. I'm not out there that much anymore. To me, like I'm so OG. Like I almost consider like cats that are seasoned and earned their wings. I still see them as young kids, but like.
It's a different scene now.
It's just a different, and it moves faster. I feel now.
Not to be old man about it, but
like
scene.
Wild and Crazy Kids. They used to be the kids. Now they're like the middle-aged cats, and there's all these kids. Like. So, anyways, and to be honest with you, the only reason I kind of pay attention to the pulse of the nightlife still a little bit is because I'm still a little bit in it, you know. I really like.
You're a factor in the Bay, man.
I really like the Latin sound right now. I like how reggaeton's like came back and like it's given like a resurgence of that genre, and people are getting more creative with it, and they even did a little trappy set, and so it's cool. And I keep up with that. I keep up with the new shit because I look for Latin remixes of it.
Okay.
There's a lot of cats on SoundCloud that will take like the new whatever, you know, hot girl summer and do like the cumbia version of it or the salsa version of it, and some of it's dope, you know. So anyways, that's that. Plus my daughter, she's into some of, you know, like she's into really cool music, but she knows some of the new dances and stuff, and so she keeps me.
Keeps you young.
They're 12 and 13. Jeez. They're gonna kill me if that's wrong, but.
Spoken like a true father.
Depending at the time of this recording.
What's their names again?
Yeah. Depending at the time of this recording.
So, but yeah, so those are my DJs. There's so many dope DJs. Shout out to the DJs that aren't trying to be bigger than the music. That's what's up. And then just because you mentioned two of them, I'm gonna talk about. You just want me to talk some shit.
I do, actually. Because your stamp on, you have a couple stamps on the Bay Area's food scene was the triple threat burrito.
Yeah. Name,
concept,
that was a good ass burrito.
Execution, and killing Bobby Flay.
Yeah. Yep.
But your step, because you made marketing cool. You still doing it to this day with your current project.
Right.
Triple threat burrito to me was unparalleled. People try to copy that now with giving a different twist, but you shouted out your DJ homies.
Well, you know what though, like one time I was on KMEL when Chuy Gomez was on KMEL morning show.
What's up, Jesus?
And he was like, yo man, if you want to come by tomorrow and bring a jar of your salsa and talk about it, that's what's up. Just, you know, bring some burritos. Ain't nothing to me. Thank you, sir. This is dinner.
Ha! Liquid diet.
So, and why did that happen? Because I've known Chewy for a while. I met him through Franny, Trace. You know, we used to do shows with them in Santa Rosa when I was living there. So I met a lot of K-Mail cats there. So anyways, he had me on the show, and he did the most. You know, like I really appreciate Chewy because he really uplifts all his homies.
Paisan.
And so he had me talk, and we talked about the salsa. We talked about Papi Flay, and that was that. And like back then, KML was kind of like within our homies for sure was the only station to listen to. It was either KML or Wild.
Facts.
And that was that.
Yeah.
You know, that was everybody you knew you listened to either KML or Wild.
Yeah.
And I think mainly KML. So I was getting phone calls and, you know, from everybody, my family, and one of my aunts asked me, like, she's like, yo, how the hell do you get to be on Chuy Gomez's show in the morning and talk about your product? How do you do that? I'm like, it's simple. It's so easy.
I'm that dude.
I'm like, it's so easy. She's like, really? How? I'm like, you just have to know Chewy for like 10 years and been DJing for like 20 years.
That's
and
all.
She's like, oh.
Just time.
So my point is with the triple threat, with the marketing I do or whatever, it's just me. It's
Facts.
who I am.
Yes, sir.
And it's my experience. And find your own.
Feel me?
Find your own, because you're you, and you can do whatever you express with whatever you're doing. That's you, and I fuck with you. But don't try to do me.
Feel me?
Because you're not me.
No.
And don't try to do anybody else, because then you're not doing you.
Stay in your lane.
Do you. And so I was just doing me. You know, it's like I know Short.
Yes.
I met them at Beat Lounge.
Yes.
Short, Apollo,
Vin Rock.
I was there when Vin Rock had his first legal beer at
Legal beer.
21.
Sheesh, really?
Yeah, at
was
Beat
5 years
Lounge.
ago, right?
That was like a couple years
You
back.
know what I mean? Last
So-
week, we're out partying.
Yo, let's do a burrito. I want to do a burrito that's a tribute to you guys.
Yes.
And that's real. Like, these guys are some of the best that ever did it. They're like the Beatles of DJs. You know what I'm saying? Come on, son. Like,
Come on.
Apollo, Vin Rock, Shortcut. Those guys they're it.
Yes.
You know? Doesn't get much better than that. And so I'm like, could I please do a tribute burrito? And they thought it was super cool, right?
Yeah.
And at that point, that restaurant wasn't super up there. It was more like a cool, funny thing. And I asked their management at the time.
Padilla?
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to C. Padilla.
Lam Bam.
You feel me?
And then she's like, hell yeah, I'll send a press release.
Love you, Christine.
I'm like, what? It's okay. So I didn't even want to go there, but okay. So we did a press release and people were calling and it was cool. And it was cool. And it was, nobody would get it. We'd probably sell like 1 or 2 a month. And
Really?
yeah,
At the
because
time,
it
at
was
the time.
expensive.
It was.
Because it's
For-
you know,
for-
it was like 3 burritos in one.
For a Mission Street burrito at the time,
Yeah.
it was
I
expensive.
mean, we're already expensive to begin with.
but quality
But for
was
that,
at
but
the time was
quality
everything.
is unparalleled.
Yeah,
Still,
still.
And I'm gonna say that.
Facts.
And so people were calling and stuff. So that happened. So then we get a phone call from the Food Network, and they're like, "Yo, man, we this is Woo Woo from Food Network." I'm like, "Oh, okay." They're like, "Yo, we're gonna do a seasonal show, and we want you to be one of the segments." Oh,
And this came to you.
They called us.
Okay, yeah.
But I want to say that a couple of local writers, Tamara Palmer.
Shout out to Tamara Palmer.
Yeah, she's a
Team
ultra homie.
Team
That's another show almost, you know,
Team
because she's
money.
so dope.
We got a lot of shows coming up.
Hey, no,
Yeah.
Miguel's
Part
coming
7.
back. He's coming back.
Team Money episode. So, anyways, a lot of people have written. The article she wrote was Bay Area DJ chefs, and it was the only ones that I remember was me and Pam the Funkstress.
R.I.P. Pam.
Oh man,
R.I.P. Pam.
has
Purple
anyone
Pam.
cried on this show?
No.
Because I'm gonna get close now.
Yeah.
Because Pam, that was a hard blow.
Soul Rito.
That's another.
Come on, man. I know.
We got
I
days.
know. We got gems
So-
up in this motherfucker,
so
man. There's history
That
here.
local articles started popping up, and then Food Network took notice. They have staff, production companies. They have people that are looking for the best.
Yeah.
The best, whatever. The best, chicken. Boom. Let's go
SF
find it.
Weekly was paying attention too.
Yeah, no, we had ran a
Facts.
couple.
Facts.
So, anyways, we do this burrito. We get the Food Network. I'm on a conference. They're asking me questions. They're like, "So, what's a burrito like your signature?" I'm like, "Well, the triple threat." They're like, "Yeah, we read about that. Let's do it." What's that? And I'm like, "That's tribute to the DJs." Woo. Long story short, they were telling us that it was this special. They set up all the stuff. They did a 1 day of B-roll and questions, and the second day was at the Mission Cultural Center, and we're just gonna do a demo party. And we thought it was gonna be a Bobby Flay. It smelled like a Bobby Flay. It looked like a Bobby Flay,
they told
but
you it was
nobody
demo?
said Bobby Flay.
No.
They didn't say.
So it
Bobby
was a real surprise
It
to
was
you.
a real surprise, and it got really real.
I was
when
invited that, by the way. Thank
Bobby
you.
Flay came out.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Oh shit! There's Bobby Flay. Like this got real.
Yeah. Oh, fuck, what do I do now?
Well, and you have to appreciate the fact that that was like I
He's
dropped.
out of the mission in Frisco.
Yeah.
He came to the mission like
Not only that, but he came to battle me.
come
Yeah.
on with the weakest shit ever.
Like I'm an Iron Chef.
Feel feel me?
Probably arguably the biggest name on Food Network. And I'm about to battle you with food.
Yeah.
And like I never went to chef school. I'm not a chef.
No.
But I am a chef. I dropped out of college
It's in your
start
family,
this
though.
fucking food game.
Food game's in your family, though.
Food game's been in the family from the 60s.
We'll touch on that after
Yeah.
your Bobby Flay.
So this guy's here, and like this moment was so surreal, bro. Like you know.
Yeah, I was there.
Tears were shed. But after it was all said and done, the lady's like, and the winner is, and all these things go through your mind. Like, and the main thing that was going through my mind was like, okay, we lost, but we're gonna be on TV.
Yeah.
I'm so happy to be here.
And that's the winning thing. That's
The status.
it doesn't not the status,
Not the
the
status?
exposure. The exposure.
Okay. Yeah, fact. Yeah,
Because
you're right.
I
You're
do
right.
really want to say that I've never been out to get status. I've never been that guy.
Not a status guy. I'm a status guy. I like status.
I don't, I'm not trying to be the guy. I'm just trying to like
You're
advance
just the
my
guy.
business. I'm just trying to work.
Okay.
And
Not a
so,
businessman. I'm just a
and so, and the winner is, all these thoughts are running through my mind. Bobby Flay's A, we're letter B. So she's like, and the winner is silence.
I feel like I'm watching it all over.
Right? And then she's like, B.
Yeah. Bitches.
and for real, I literally, that's never happened in my life. I froze. So much so that they had to redo that tape.
I remember. Yeah.
Because I went like this. They're like, and the winner is, I was like, oh my God. B. I couldn't laugh, cry.
They're looking at you
cheer.
like, do
They're
something.
like, they literally did. She's like, Miguel,
You felt
do something.
You were in the moment. You were lost in that moment.
When the producer of this show emailed me, I pictured like this corny, just out of touch white woman, trying to ask me something.
Yeah.
I had just finished my J Dilla mix. I had just finished my J Dilla mix, and I literally like had just finished it. And I had the link cut and pasted as I was writing her. I'm like, hey, because she was asking me about IDJ and stuff too. So I'm like, well, here's a link to my latest mix. It's by a producer named J Dilla, and I send it to her. And all of a sudden she's like, son, I'm friends with House Shoes. I'm from LA. Like, I'm like, oh my God, I love you. Like, April Jones is still to this day one of my best friends. Like,
Dancing Machine.
and yes. Guys,
Come on, man.
we were at Somme the night before.
Come
like,
on, I pay attention. Come
doing
on.
things. But no, she's dope as hell. So she's over here yelling like, Miguel, do something. And I'm like, they're like, okay, cut.
I am doing something.
They're like,
Run that
we're
back.
gonna do that again, but this time can you not freeze? I'm like, I promise. Oh my God. Okay, B. Yay! All right, we hooked it out. No, and at the end they're like, my brother's like, oh, we can never be we beat Bobby Flay. I'm like, but today we're better than you.
Yes. Yeah, no, that was candid as fuck.
But it's like that was my college diploma.
Yeah.
Beating Bobby Flay, a iron
Beating Bobby
chef.
Flay with something as meaningful as the triple threat burrito
Feel me?
in the mission.
You feel me?
Like
At home.
at home with the homies.
With the homies.
Everyone was there.
Mac Mall
That
was
shit
there
was-
too.
Bobby Flay can't be the
Ja Weiser was there.
John Weiser was
He
there.
was?
Fran was there. Rowan
Fran
was there.
Boogie, Mark Claren, everybody was
Mike
there.
Nice.
You know who else was there?
Mike Nice. What up, Mike Nice?
Mac Mall.
Hey.
Mac Mall was in the building. I mean, how surreal is this?
Come on, man.
I'm gonna tell you a story
Please.
that
Mac Mall?
That's another show.
Because he got a story with Mac Mall.
Well, no, I actually DJ'd for Mac Mall 3 times. So like that's a different story. But I'm gonna tell you a story that for me, the way I've grown up now and what's important to me, that topped for me the Bobby Flay thing. And that was a couple of weeks ago. I got to feed some of our homeless residents in Oakland.
Yeah.
With my new truck.
Papi.
With Kaepernick.
Yeah, for his birthday.
Shout out Kaepernick.
Yeah.
For his birthday, decided to feed the homeless people in Oakland.
Tent City.
At Tent City. And Tone,
shout out to Tone Deaf,
who we met through, called me and said, would you bring the truck and donate food? I'm like,
you donated food?
Definitely yes. We donated food.
Oh, people didn't know that. Oh, I thought you got paid.
We donated our time and food.
Ooh, shout out.
And Tone was like, yo, man, we got a small budget. I'm like, dude, let me be part of this. Let me really be a part of this. Damn. Like, he wants to give back, let me get back. Because that's how I already get down. Like, we've been doing this.
You've been feeding the people. You've been feeding the people.
For our community. So I'm like, let's keep doing this.
Yeah.
But this is...
for 20 years.
I still got the bill.
Sexy motherfucker, man.
Right now.
That's my retirement fund.
You better be saving, dog.
Yo, I still remember that time when like I went way overboard and We Eatin' came to the Fulton.
Yes.
And I had to put 2 tables together.
Yes.
Because we made so much.
There was too much food. Too much food.
Too much food.
Was that the adobo burrito?
No, that was the.
That's when I made the long
time.
burrito.
That's when you made that foot long burrito.
The adobo burrito We Eatin' was so epic. That was in the Mission.
I want to say this before you get back to your cap thing. You, to me, were the first person to fusion your Mexican cooking with Filipino food.
I really think I am.
I give you that stamp because we were there. We recorded that shit, mano.
But it's like
I showed up being a groupie.
You were there. No, we were all there that day. That chicken adobo burrito release day. This is what Twitter days.
Yeah,
I had my We Eating shirt on.
Yeah.
No, I mean this goes and this was like
that was our wait. That was our wait after you ordered.
I think it was big. Filipino food was gonna come out to the masses regardless.
You beat everyone to the punch, though.
Well, and it was, it's like, again, like it's just who I am. My wife's Filipina. All the homies are Filipino.
You feel me?
And so I was introduced to this food, like
this food,
chicken adobo. No, because I wasn't knowing, like lumpia, pancit, chicken adobo, kare, bistec, all of it. And I was like, I always found like big similarity with like the.
You do a bistec burrito?
I've done that. We've done that. We've done
the
bistec.
Where was I for that?
We did the bistec burrito. We did the sisig
with burrito.
Adobo hobo.
Adobo hobo. Shout out to Jason. Adobo hobo.
And his thing was sprinkled chicharron.
Oh,
that shit was.
He had that on the day that they showed your special. At Milk.
Yeah.
He did that.
Adobo hobo, man.
Shout out to Jason, man.
That food, Filipino food was gonna get its day, but I really felt like, yo, man, I wanna put this burrito. I wanna put this food because there's the carb, this is the rice.
Yes.
So it's already like carb heavy. Mm-hmm. That formula is already there, so it just needs to be in a tortilla. Like it needs to be in a burrito. Because the adobo is tangy and it's juicy.
You need to cut that.
The tomato gives it the freshness.
Yes.
And then I made garlic fried rice to give her, like a bigger flavor profile. And it was very simple. And if you added the salsa, it was just
Rap City in the basement.
And that shit, I was the first non-Filipino to be on the Filipino network.
Yes. TFC.
Yep. On Adobo Nation.
Adobo Nation.
They're like, hey, I think you're the first non-Filipino chef to be on Adobo Nation. I was like, that's pretty groundbreaking. Like, that's some shit right there because what are we doing? We're really trying to bring it together.
Yeah.
Because it has to be that way.
Yep.
And like, food is the common denominator.
Uh-huh.
So we did a lot, and like, Now you have Mestiza. Now you have Senior Sisig that came out after the burrito. Maybe I helped influence some of that. Maybe I didn't. It was bound to happen.
I want to say you did.
I don't know, but
being humble.
it
Don't
doesn't
be
matter. What matters is that it happened, and like
You were
I'm
first.
genuinely super happy. I was there when Evan and
Shout out to Evan Gill.
and Gil were outside of Somme with unwrapped truck doing their thing. I'm there now. Wow. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so, what a great story to see that. What a great story to see Alex succeed in his vision. And I know Alex will tell you I did influence him and doing food like hip hop and like fun. He'll always tell me that. Shout out to Senior Sisig for really like expertly honing in on a business plan. Like they're doing it, and they're just getting started.
Yeah, it's facts.
I'm gonna tell
Real
you this
talk.
right now. Like you're gonna see a Senior Sisig in Philippines. You're gonna see, and this is nothing I know. I'm just see it.
Yeah.
They're gonna
visionary.
They're gonna be in L.A. They're gonna be in Berkeley. They're gonna be in.
They're going to Walnut Creek.
They're gonna
for
go
sure.
everywhere because I see that they did a stamp and stamp project.
Yeah.
So they can take that model and either franchise it or just redo it. So they're just getting started. I park my truck at their lot. So I see every day it's inspiring for me to park my little ass taco truck next to their 6 sick ass trucks. And every day that motivates me,
There you go.
It really does. And that's what's up,
Hey,
man. That's what's
you
up.
motivated them, and then they motivate
Hopefully,
you.
hopefully.
The circle of life, and
But
just
that's how it should be,
Yes.
man. That's how it should be. We should all uplift each other. So
and with uplifting, you donated your time, your food, your staff to that
And my staff, man.
Kaepernick's birthday.
like a couple of my people were like, life's hard, man, and we were all just trying to make it. And like one of my workers was like, yo, like this helped me, like giving back. It's hard to make time sometimes to really give back. And like I think it made her appreciate what she does have. And there was a dad that came with 2 daughters, and neither of them had shoes.
Damn.
And it's like, whenever you feel like you're having a shitty day, someone's having a shittier day.
Yeah.
Facts.
So,
Amen.
So we're blessed, and we count our
we are.
blessings, and we keep it moving, and we saw it firsthand. We talked to the people. I was taking orders. I don't know when this last time they could choose their meat.
Yeah.
Usually it's like, here's a sandwich because this is what we made you.
This
Here
is
you
what
go.
it is. Yeah.
Would you like beef or chicken or al pastor? What? Yes.
They're
It's
like,
like,
I want the triple threat, motherfucker.
Al Pastor Papi.
that was
man.
another time.
Yeah.
But anyway, so for me, it was a great. I don't think I could like financially justify giving away food at this point in our business
So early.
so early.
So early.
Because you got to really make that money, but
It felt
you
good.
cannot do it if the opportunity comes. And so like shit, Kaepernick's gonna do this, and we have an opportunity to get down. Hell yeah. And you make it happen, and we made it happen.
And you did it. So not only did you not take the budgeted money that was given to you, you gave them the option of the 3 proteins, which was chicken, al pastor, and steak.
Yeah.
I would have been like, everyone's getting chicken.
Everybody got, a lot of people got one of
That's why you
each,
ain't in his shoes.
But it was
Greedy
dope, man.
motherfucker.
It was dope, and like that action that day really like made me, I think we accomplished a lot at the stage of where my business is at now than the Bobby Flay joint to me. Or maybe it was equal as that Pastor Papi thing.
Can we shout out your project now? Because you
So,
say a lot of project,
yeah, man,
project
so-
now. You haven't,
so now,
you haven't
like-
really shouted that out.
So Al Pastor Papi is my new project, and it's based on a food that I really love.
Facts.
Think
Love
about
that shit.
think about any of you guys, like the one comfort food that you grew up with from the Philippines that you really love, and you really went and like
went for it.
and studied the history of it.
You
I
made
literally
pilgrimages to
I went
Mexico.
to Mexico City twice. The first time I found like a culinary academy that was doing like classes on different dishes, and one of them was al pastor. So I booked a flight. I have a homie that runs a reggae club out there
In Mexico City.
Jaron. Oh my god, dude. And they're heavy on the roots and culture.
Yeah.
And so it's he's like, anytime you're here, you're on the bill. So I landed, I ate tacos. I DJ'd reggae, ate tacos. I went to sleep, ate tacos. I woke up, ate tacos.
Sounds like a shitty trip.
Oh, man. And I mean, I had tacos al pastor. It's like it was a pilgrimage. Then I went to that class, and at that class, I met the chef instructor. Was one of the most passionate people I've ever met with food, and he was like, "Yo, man, if you take this recipe and you're missing an ingredient, you can't find this kind of pepper, whatever, don't call it al pastor." Because it ain't.
The purity of the ingredients.
Unless it's this mother recipe, it's not al pastor. Don't even call it Mexican food. He said that. So I was like, okay.
Taking notes.
Luckily, I'm blessed that in San Francisco, I can go to Casa Lucas, anywhere, and find all of that.
All that shit.
You know? Yeah, no, anywhere. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we can find all that. So that's what's up. So that's what you're getting, like the mother recipe al pastor from Mexico City every time. The second time I went to Mexico, Jaron, the reggae guy in Mexico City, he has a taco guy, because everyone's got a taco guy down the street. He asked his taco guy if I could shadow him for a couple of days. And he does al pastor.
Did he study under him too?
No, he's a DJ. He's strictly a DJ, but he was trying to help me out. So he hooked that up. And so that trip I went to eat breakfast where Bourdain went to eat breakfast.
R.I.P. Bourdain.
A couple of months after he passed. So that was a dope experience. And then I went and shadowed this guy for a couple of days. So I learned school game and street game.
Okay.
For al pastor. I brought all that back and I started my little truck. Goddamn. You know,
Store Papi.
so that's what you get, man. Like you're getting like, probably it's more meaningful than the triple threat because it's something I grew up with. It's not something I created. Burritos are dope, but they're not authentic Mexican food.
Yeah. That's American shit.
Tacos al pastor is the most authentic Mexican food there is. Arguably. And so I'm not only bringing this to, I just want to say that people in the Bay have been lied to. You've been miseducated as to what al pastor is.
Whoa.
You will never go to Mexico and ask for al pastor and it's not on the spit. You'll never see that.
Say that. So he
You'll
said,
never go to Mexico and say, "Can I get al pastor?" and it's not on the spit.
He said the Bay Area has been lied to
And miseducated about what al pastor really is.
You heard it here on Free 99
There's not a
podcast.
lot of places that do that.
There's some places that make delicious marinated pork and call it al pastor because just like we were saying how the crowd doesn't know what a good DJ is anymore. People don't really know what al pastor is. I had a lady say, "Give me 2 tacos al pastor, but take the pineapple off because I'm a purist." And I said,
You got mad.
Did you piss in her tacos?
no, I said, she's like, "I'm a traditionalist," is what she said. I'm like, you know what? Let me correct you and let you know that if you really are a traditionalist, so that you don't embarrass yourself, al pastor actually has pineapple. And she's like, oh, okay, then I'll take the pineapple. I'm like, yes, she will.
Where does she get her information from?
I don't know.
Oh my God.
But
Yelp.
these are facts, and I'm not trying to be an asshole. I'm just trying to keep it real.
Yeah. Authentic to your culture.
I was real. Like, if you go to Mexico and say, you know what, I don't want the pineapple. Like, lady, you're gonna embarrass yourself.
Yeah. Just
I'm giving you the real deal.
yes.
No sour cream, no
I love
cheese.
sour cream though.
I'm not saying that it's not
love
delicious.
anything
We go
cream.
back to burritos.
Yeah.
I love burritos,
You
and I
love
love
cream.
providing burritos because I love San Francisco, and I love what San Francisco has done
Style
for me.
burritos.
And burritos in San Francisco, it's a real thing.
Facts.
Like burritos
It beat
in
Bobby
San
Flay.
Francisco, that's cultural. We beat Bobby Flay
Bobby Flay.
with
We beat
burritos
Bobby
from
Flay.
the Mission.
Feel
That's
me?
a real deal. You go
All right.
anywhere in the world, you're gonna see whatever name Mission style burritos. You
That's
can go
the
to Japan,
Mission.
London, Argentina, and see. We're trying to do Mission style burritos. Woo! So San Francisco burritos are a real thing,
Not the
and I'm
green.
proud to serve them.
Not the
Hell
triple
yeah.
green.
But I'm giving you Mexican food for what it really is, and I'm trying to really give you the real. I'm trying to give you the real, and that's my mission. And so when you come and you get a taco al pastor, I've had surfer guys cry. I've had people from Mexico City, like, finally, we've been here. And we go ask for al pastor, and they're giving us the soupy pork. Finally,
Where's that at?
finally, I see a trompo and the real deal.
What's a trompo to the people who don't know?
So the trompo is
Not Trump.
so. El trompo is al pastor, and a lot of people, if you're up on your Netflix, a lot of people have learned that
Yes.
al pastor is a Mexican food that was of Lebanese influence.
Food Street
And
Chronicles,
so-
right?
Yes, and
Come on,
other
Free Food
there was
Street.
another show that was talking about that, and so they brought shawarma to Mexico. Shawarma is either beef or lamb, sometimes
Facts.
chicken. We, as a poorer nation, had more pork readily available, so we made the shawarma concept in pork, and that's al pastor.
The logo.
And that's al pastor. You're wearing it.
Come
It's
on,
on there.
man. You see it.
And so,
Can we
al
get some of this
pastor,
right now? I'm hungry.
what I learned in Mexico City at the Culinary Academy in Mexico City was not how to make the marinade, but why the marinade is made. And the main thing about the marinade is for preservation of the pork. Back then, there's not much refrigeration. So it's salt heavy. Salt preserves protein.
Okay.
And it's vinegar heavy. And
Okay.
as Filipinos, you know the same thing.
You feel me?
Adobo, baby.
Adobo's
Vinegar.
vinegar and soy
Salt.
sauce.
Beefsteak.
And
Vinegar.
salty. And what does that do? It's delicious, but it preserves the meat.
Shelf life.
You can have that shit a week from tomorrow, and it's even
So fucking
better.
hungry.
Yes.
It's even better because everything's like really,
So fucking hungry.
really breaking down the
So
proteins.
fucking hungry right now.
I'm saying we're about to get a chicken sandwich at Popeyes.
We're about to go to Jack Crack get a fucking taco.
Hey, so if you had asked me, and I should have said this when you asked me earlier, what really is my guilty pleasure?
Please.
The number one fast food item ever is the Jack in the Box taco.
Oh, with the American cheese.
I have no idea, nor do I want to know what the hell
I don't care
is
what's in that
that.
motherfucker.
It's
don't care
delicious.
what's in
Yo.
Son.
Do you
Yo,
do it
it's
with a hot
vegan,
sauce?
though.
Or you do a plain?
Oh, the hot sauce. I really, I've had it both. But
I do it with the ranch.
Yeah.
My wife does it with
For
ranch.
real?
That's fucking American as fuck.
No, I mean, it is what it is. It's
It is what it
delicious.
is,
You're
yeah.
already getting a taco from Jack in the
Jack in the
Box. You
Box.
might as well
You're
put
gonna hate
ranch.
it. It's vegan.
I'm not mad
It's
at
a
you.
vegan taco.
Is it vegan
It's
taco?
a fucking vegan taco.
It's like soy
You're gonna
sauce,
hate
man.
it. Yeah, it's a vegan.
I don't care
fucking
what the
taco.
hell's in that motherfucker.
Nobody
Hella
cares.
good.
It's so
It's
good.
deep fried and it's delicious.
Hella good.
So yeah, man, like I'm really excited about this project, and I'm really excited that I can really at least attempt to bring you something so true of me, which is beyond anything. And it's a food item that I've been eating since I was born. You know, I was born and raised in Mexico City. One
Born and
time,
raised in Mexico City.
yes, sir, until I was 9 years old.
What park? What park?
Mexico City, what?
Mexico City, he
Chapultepec.
Come on. Park.
Chapultepec Park, that hospital right
Woo!
there.
Come on, man. I
You
know
already
my-
know because of the
Come on,
shirt.
You know what I mean?
The F
You feel
word.
it? Hey, you
So
feel
then,
me? You feel me?
And that's love, and that's like again like the Mexipino, the triple threat, Al Pastor.
Mexipino was almost a trick you were itching to do.
I was really so when I decided to exit my last.
Might be giving out
project-
ideas.
No, it's all good because again,
He's been doing
it
that.
ain't the first time.
It ain't the first time.
Although I did check some cats from Vallejo right after I did the Mexipino.
Oh, okay.
Some cats from Vallejo were trying to do a chicken adobo burrito, and I went online. I'm like, yo, man, like, I have no legal grounds, but that's not cool, dog. Like, you didn't come up with that shit. Like, I would not do that.
Was it a Mexican taqueria?
No, it was some Filipino cats in Vallejo. So I'm like, look, you can either like switch up your thing and come up with something original, or I can put you on blast, and you don't want that.
Yeah, no.
And they're like, no, they knew who they were talking to, so they're like, no, we apologize, and like,
Sorry, po. Sorry, huh?
It's all good, brother.
It's okay.
Mabuhay, motherfucker. We good.
Hey, you're outside.
It's all good. It's all sarape.
El Sarape.
So, anyways, when I left my last restaurant, I was thinking of 3 different options. Some I might do. The truck I won't, but I was gonna do the Mexipino truck.
I remember.
But I kind of felt like that might be too stepping on people's toes and like
that already in the game.
In the game, and like I don't need to do that. I don't
even though you did it first.
It doesn't matter because
I just want to point that out
because I am from a restaurant family. There's rules.
Shout
one
to
of them
Celius.
is like you just don't do that. You don't open a restaurant next to the restaurant. Because we're family, and so I wouldn't do that. That's too close to, we're not doing anyone a favor if I did.
Yeah.
Whether I blew up or not.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, let me not do that. Another one was gonna be a Mexican brunch breakfast place. Oh. So that was gonna be my move.
Chilaquiles were my shit,
bruh.
Your chilaquiles were my shit.
I was gonna take
prawn?
Mexican breakfast to a whole nother level because you need that heat. You need that heat and you need that michelada when you're waking up on a Sunday.
Just to get right.
Just to get right for the week.
So fucking hungry.
So I was about to go there. Another thing that I was gonna do was called Mancheria.
Whoa.
Not taqueria. Mancheria,
please.
Because I knew that weed was gonna be legalized soon, and people were gonna have the muncherias. So I was gonna do a concept where it's like over the top, hot Cheeto nachos and like all this like super Instagrammable.
Super Instagrammable is the thing now.
Yeah, but I chose not to do that.
I'm glad you did.
Yeah.
But I
chose to
would have
go
ate there still.
it would have been dope.
You would have ate there once.
But it would have been dope, but I don't
Regardless.
think it would have been sustainable. You would have ate there once, and then you would have used our bathroom, and then you would have never came back.
You were never invited back.
Well, that's already the case.
Explosive.
But so no, I'm like, as a matter of fact, I was trying to fit the Al Pastor concept to my last place. I was gonna put the trompo. I was trying to find a way. So I've been on the Al Pastor mission for a while. The first time I went back to Mexico City after leaving, I was like 14, 15. And there's a place called El Tizoncito that back then was the best place to go get Al Pastor tacos because that's all they did.
Okay.
So the way this place worked, which is, they don't do it anymore because it's not like that anymore. You have the trompo, and there it's big. And you had like 3 of them. So you had 1, 2, 3, and you had the Al Pastor guy, which is, to Mexico, it's the equivalent of the Benihana guy. Like, this guy's Showtime.
No,
like he's cutting your meat, flipping the pineapple, and we're gonna get there. I'm gonna give you the whole thing. So slowly but surely, Al Pastor Papi is gonna get there. We're gonna get there.
Flavor first.
You're gonna be the Benihana.
Concept first, flavor first, and then we'll get there. We gotta crawl before we run.
Feel me?
So you went there, and you stood next to the guy, and he asked you, what do you want? Let me get 4 tacos al pastor with everything. And the other guy was like, let me get al pastor, no onion, green sauce. And you would be like, let me get al pastor, no cilantro, red sauce. So you had your order, I had my order, you had your order. The guy's there, he's got you. So he's just giving you tacos like you want them. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Here's yours. And then every taco had a wax paper. Every taco had a wax paper. So you got 4 tacos, 4 wax papers. You ate them. He saw your plate was empty. You're still standing next to him. Boom, 4 more. You're still there. Boom, 3 more.
Same order.
Same order. He remembers. Boom, there you go. Pineapple flick. Here you go.
I like that.
Salsa. Pineapple flick. Boom. When you're done, you walk away. You go to the register. She counts your wax paper.
No.
So
What if
that
you ate the
time,
wax paper?
That time when I was, it's all the trust system.
Yeah.
That time when I was,
15?
I think it was 15. I had, guess how many wax papers she counted?
I'm gonna say 17.
Did you say 17?
Yeah.
10?
I would say 15. Yeah.
27. 27.
I was trying to be nice when I said
27.
2 sevens. Zaza Pachulia. 27.
27. Shit. And so,
I can see why.
but they're small. It wasn't much.
How much was that bill?
Tacos were like equivalent of like
dollar?
a quarter back then. Yeah. So I was like,
Damn, you old.
but it's not. It wasn't about the money. It's like I haven't been here in a long time. I won't be back in a long time. I'm gonna get it in right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got it.
The
Yeah.
last time I went back to Mexico City, I was DJing for Los Racas. They went out there.
Shout out to Los Ragas.
And Shortcut was out there. Was that the Shortcut time? No, that was another time. That was me and just Los Racas. And I took him to Tizoncito, and I tried to beat the record. I didn't even get close.
27 is a lot.
27
That's a
was.
lot of tacos.
I was young. I was ready. Yeah. After that, I couldn't. But when I went to DJ with Deuce Eclipse on the mic.
Oh, shit.
And Shortcut. We went to Mexico City. And there we had tacos al pastor. It wasn't anything 27,
You
but
had like 15.
we sure did have like 8 or 10. Because we had to keep it moving.
Yeah.
But that
But
day I was on a
20
mission. 27. Do you know DJ Junot?
No, I don't.
Junot he's like low key DJ from around the way. He's got the record for Al Pastor Papi right now, still at 9 tacos, and we serve them pretty, generously.
Yeah, yours are
Yeah, no.
hefty.
Yeah, we're they're not cheap, but they're generous.
Yeah.
There's a lot of meat in them.
But there's a lot of history and story to my tacos and a lot of authenticity. So I couldn't do that to myself to not value them properly.
My favorite is your gringas though, but that's just me.
So gringas is a real thing in Mexico City. When,
Is it? I
When
didn't know.
some white girls
Hey,
went to Mexico City, and you can Google this, and they asked the taco guy, I want tacos al pastor, but can you make them in a flour tortilla with
Okay.
melted cheese? And they're like, of
That
course, my people were like, whatever you want, señorita.
How were they dressed though when they asked for that?
Who, the guy? The taco guy?
Barely.
Well, it's like a tourist style. I'm sure they were cute, whatever. But the gringas became a thing in Mexico. So I brought you that from Mexico City back to the United States.
That shit's my favorite way to have
and
it.
it's really like any 2-year-old can make a quesadilla.
Facts.
But what we do that maybe a 3-year-old can do is we take the flour tortilla, we take Oaxaca cheese, which I want to say it's more like a mozzarella
That shit is hella
from Mexico.
good.
It's so good,
Fucking
creamy,
hella good.
delicious, stringy.
Yes.
I'm all about
We
cream.
put it on the tortilla and then it melts.
Yeah.
Then we flip. When we flip it, it kind of creates like this delicious crust.
Yep.
When you make a quesadilla
Stop
and the
it,
cheese spills to the
Stop
side,
it.
you get that crust.
Come on.
The whole thing is the crust.
Come on.
And then we add that pastor.
It's like listening to porn right
Yeah. and that's why you love it, because it's so good. The gringa is a special treat. So the gringa's there, tacos al pastor, and then the burritos. I really went for like Mexican flavors in a San Francisco staple, and like really try to pay respects to a Mexican San Franciscan food. And
That's
so
why Bobby Flay
you
got
know.
shit on this guy.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, I actually didn't have burritos when I opened, but I'm like, dog, it's like I'm that dude. I can't not.
You are that.
I mean,
You made that.
You're not
your
that
thing.
dude, but you're that dude.
You made the thing that murdered Bobby Flay in San Francisco.
Yeah.
That's
You
not saying
made
murdered.
that. Murdered. He
Bobby
murdered.
wasn't ready,
He
bud.
murdered.
Bodied.
You know what? Like he underestimated the situation.
Yeah, he did.
He really
Come
did.
on, it's Bobby
he made
Flay.
a delicious
He think he hot shit 'cause
pork
he was on
taco.
Entourage.
Yes, he
Is
did.
what he meant.
It wasn't a
delicious.
burrito. It was
It
not
was
a burrito.
not even a burrito.
The green.
The green lima
triple
beans.
green.
Yeah, he tried to get silly, but he that
But
day
he got silly.
he done fucked up.
He got served.
Yeah.
He got served.
You got served, dog.
But like I was so nervous because he's strong on his Mexican game
Yeah,
and
he
he's strong on his Southwest flavors
He's
and
that
he
Arizona
knows
game, that's
he
why.
knows his peppers, he knows
does.
his flavor profile. So I was like, well, at least we'll be on TV,
Yeah.
Never did I think we
beat him.
You
beat
beat
Bobby
him.
Flay,
You beat
son.
Bobby Flay.
Yo,
Murked.
nice.
You
That
marked.
shit was epic, dude. That shit was epic. 2010, I beat Bobby Flay.
Yes.
I DJ'd. I opened for Black Star and Wapale at the Fox.
Shout out to Jay.
Shout out to Ank Marketing,
Shout out to
Kamel.
Kamel Bell.
And I won my first and only Reggae Sound Clash.
What?
2010.
2010.
It's a special year.
Not embarrassing.
Booyaka, booyaka.
There's a lot to be held for you in the next upcoming years. We could go on for another hour.
We will.
Easily.
I don't care.
We need this
Easily.
guy back. We
You
need
made
him
me
back
come
now.
out here. Now
Yo,
we just
You
get.
want to go for another hour?
We need him
No,
back,
no,
bro.
no.
Okay.
Just
back
I was
next
gonna
week.
But
go
you
take a
know,
pee-pee
all
break
I
real
gotta
quick.
say is
please.
that I'm so excited to. We won Best Burrito at my last place. Before 2 months into having a burrito at my truck,
Al Pastor Papi.
SF Weekly won Best Burrito in San Francisco.
Facts.
So I wonder if anybody has ever won Best Burrito 2 different restaurants
with your recipe.
with
Same-
my approach.
With their
different
same-
approach.
You'll be
with
the first
their
one.
same.
Only
No,
missing-
it happened.
It happened.
It happened
First non-Filipino on Adobo
on the
Nation.
Devo Nation. And then yesterday we did a photo shoot for Bon Appetit
I
magazine,
seen that.
which is blowing my mind right now
No.
because shit's coming. So,
You just.
but my focus
Oh
right
my
now is
God.
just to uplift this business and to provide for my family.
Amen.
That's it.
That's
I
all.
don't care about nothing else. I'm lucky that I'm still DJing. Me and Carrie do the J Dilla night once a year. We do the Sade Badu, which is an amazing tribute to soul music as well as these queens of soul.
And your
who
original
have
mixtapes.
nothing to do with each other, but everything to
Yes.
do with each other.
Yes.
Because they're amazing, they're strong, they're empowering, they're beautiful. And so they have a lot in common if you think about it. And so this night we do in LA, in New York, in Seattle. We're going to do it in Dallas, Austin this year.
Come
And
on,
San
Migs.
Francisco and Oakland. So that's growing.
Come on, Migs.
And that's me playing 100%. J Dilla, Sade Badu, it's me DJing 100% what I want.
Facts.
Then we also do with Cool Kyle and Santero, who's another very inspirational brother that I've met since we opened the last restaurant.
Okay.
I used to DJ for his band. We went to LA, New York, New Orleans with that brother. We do a night at the Selena boat cruise.
Yes.
And it sells out in an hour.
Bitty
And so
bitty bum bum.
not only do we do cumbia, Selena, you know cumbia because you know Selena.
You feel me?
And because Selena's
Bitty, bitty,
very
bum,
much cumbia. And then we
Watching
play,
machine.
we play all the Latin joints. And it's that party is a boat party is of like 90% ladies.
Hey.
So it's fun.
Sign me up.
Come now.
Do you want us to go?
Selecta.
Do you want us to go?
I'm there.
So I'm excited.
We'll check it out.
I'm
We'll check it
excited
out.
to
With a
see
white vest.
where Al Pastor Papi goes. I'm excited for the future. I'm very focused right now. I'm very just wanting that to go to the next level. And
Let's
hopefully we're gonna be doing this show in 2021 at the Al Pastor Papi brick and mortar. Hopefully.
Speak it.
Speak it.
2021 Al Pastor brick and mortar. What is the IGs, Migs? What's the IGs?
So you can find me at Al Pastor Papi 415.
Al Pastor Papi 415.
Yep. Follow me on Instagram. Follow this crazy adventure. Follow the music. Follow the food. Follow the passion. And hopefully, I will inspire you to do you.
DJ Mr. E, the Al Pastor Papi, my boy Migs, out here on the Free99 podcast. Any last words that any other gems you want to drop on us?
Man, just the one thing I do want to say always is thank you. Thank you to you guys. Thank you to whoever fucks with me. Thank you, whoever supports me, because I couldn't do any of this without the homies, Fran Boogie, Randall, Short, all the homies,
love.
Matt, the Pixar people, everybody that supports me has been helping me with this project. It's silly how now that I'm not that guy, some people have like faded away, and I'm grateful for that. And now that I'm this guy, some people have stuck by me.
Always.
And I'm grateful for that.
Always.
So that's what's up.
Shout out to Migs, Al Pastor Papi. Follow him on his IG. Find out where he's going to be at. His lunches be popping. You got to get there early. Dinners be even more popping. Get there super early. Anything for you, Philly Phil?
I'm hungry.
Mono, anything for you?
I wanted to ask you really quick.
Yes.
DJ question. Combination, old school, needle, mixer, and turntable of choice. What is it?
I mean, obviously the 1200.
Okay.
This isn't the coolest answer, but I've always been super comfortable with the Artiphon only because I can really see me
Needles,
landing the
Artiphon
groove.
needles.
And I just want to say that I'm not shortcut. I'm not, I'm just this guy that loves to play good music.
I look like Short.
I'll put a nice mix together, but I don't need like certain things that your heavy duty DJ needs. I love the little Artiphons because you can really see the groove, and to me they stick nice, for what I'm doing. Mixers, man, like
Rain?
I have the Newmarks have always had like a sentimental value to me because it was my first mixer
Back in.
back in the day. Well, I bought my first mixer at Guitar Center when it was still on Van Ness, and I bought my first turntables out of Bobby G's white van off of Market.
Bobby G's white van.
Got my first 1200s. Did a party that night.
Damn.
So I mean. And my love for Artiphons came when I lived in Santa Barbara, and there was a place there, and when they first came out, they're like, "Yo, check these out," and I was like, "These are sick!" Like,
yeah,
it's the other ones kind of hide the needle,
yeah.
And so
it was
it's
more
hard.
of a box. Yeah,
you really gotta have faith and trust, but here, like, you could really see where you're dropping. So I kind of, and they sounded really good to me. Yeah. So that's
a good one.
Yeah.
A lot of people want to know. A lot of DJs want to know, what does he use?
But like, I'm not a current DJ that relies on the current technology. I see everybody pushing a lot of buttons, and when I get on those, takes me about 2 songs to like really appreciate the mixer.
Yeah.
And
Do you have
stuff.
a controller?
I have the Pioneer. The Pioneer controller, and I really like it.
That's a good one.
It's a good one to have if you're at home watching the game and you want to pop out a quick mix or just think of a concept and put it out real quick. Those are dope. But again, that's a different beast. That's a different show. Shout out to all the DJs,
all the Bay Area DJs, all the DJs
that
worldwide
that are working hard and that have really set the tone for the world. Like everyone fucks with Bay Area DJs. So.
DJ Mr. E, Mr. Al Pastor Papi. Follow him on Instagram.
All over your body.
Hey!
All over.
Gringa's my favorite. Free99 podcast. iTunes, YouTube, SoundCloud, iHeartRadio, Spotify.
All that.
Black Planet.
Love. Black Planet.
Friendster.
Asian Avenue.